Hello everybody and welcome to round 6 in the FRL1 Season 3 Championship. I am your main commentator today, Jack or Grommacup, and I'm here with George. Introduce yourself, George.
Hello, hello, I am George. Oh, that's a great introduction.
Yeah, very excited. 12 drivers today, so a bit of a smaller field than usual.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can do some close racing.
Yeah, exactly. Missing Harry.
Yeah. So yeah, a few CJ also missing and a few others. It also might be a bit disappointing for some drivers if they can't make it today, then they might lose some points to the championship. But hopefully they don't
and
lose too many.
Galactic Nerd or Car Racers going out. Who's Aaron?
Yeah, I think it was Galactic Nerd who's gone out. So it will be Galactic Nerd to start the qualifying laps and really set the pace. Although unless of course he doesn't validate. There's not that many opportunities to invalidate, but it is still easily done. And some information from Felix: it will be a wet race start, so that could maybe mix things up with setup wise and strategy wise too. So depending on how long the rain lasts for, we could see people start on the wet tyres and maybe try a one-stop, or maybe go for a more aggressive go for the one-stop onto the slick tyres, or maybe go on 2 different sets of slick tyres. So it'll be interesting to see how it splits the strategies.
Yeah. How long it'll be wet for.
Yeah.
Whether they'll use wet setups in qualifying or dry. We might see a mix maybe, depending on how wet it is.
Yeah, I think it's only race start, so I'm sure it'll probably, I think that means it'll get dry after some point, so...
Yeah, so probably dry setups then.
Yeah.
Could cause chaos in the first few laps though. Dry setups in wet weather.
Yeah.
You never know.
Well, it's Baku anyway, so there's bound to be chaos.
Yeah.
So...
wonder if we'll see any Leclercs during qualifying.
I'm sure we will, there normally is.
There were a few in the FRL2 race.
Yep. With speaking of the FRL2 race, a certain Hash driver won it. Wonder who that was.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah.
Talking of Haas drivers, oh no, Lewis is in it. Alright, we do have a Haas driver. Oh, Galactic Node hasn't validated his lap. Went wide at turn 1.
I'll go through the entirety of Aaron's lap. So he comes in turn 1, good under braking, no locking up. I'm not sure if Aaron plays with or without ABS. I don't think he uses it, although he is inconsistent with it. Goes through, does lock up a little bit there, but doesn't lose much time. And looking very quick few corners, as to be expected from the race winner, winning Britain last weekend. Coming to the next turn, brilliant speed through there, coming to the right-hander, and again Aaron looking so quickly through this first sector. Of course, he will have to wonder how cautiously he'll take the castle section coming up. As I wonder if he'll just take it a bit more cautious than normal to try and get just trying to get that banker in and just secure at least one lap in case he messes up on the others. But we'll see as he comes up into the castle section. Nice, brilliant on the braking, but does actually collide, so he's a bit too dangerous through there. Does he have any wing damage as he's sliding all over the track, and doesn't invalidate yet? He does have wing damage, so I wonder if he will still continue. He's still in hot lap mode, and he does give up on that lap, and I'm sure he'll pit after that.
Kyle's joined the session as well as a late addition.
Yes, smile, it's Kyle. And Lewis is actually on a flying up, and he's gone purple through the first sector. Sometimes not always genuine, but Lewis obviously being an extremely quick driver, so could very well be genuine. And he doesn't make the same mistake as Aaron going through the castle section. So it's Lewis looking for another strong round after getting a podium last weekend, and not last weekend, sorry, 2 weeks ago. I completely forgot all about Monaco for a second. As FRL Alex,
first lap.
that was close to FRL2 pole, so we could be seeing some very quick times as the session progresses.
Yeah,
as Lewis goes purple yet again for another sector, as he comes towards the end of his flying lap, just down the straight now. He needs to be quick with the DRS, although he won't lose too much time as he's extremely quick with activating it. And we'll come to the end of his lap time, 1:39 set by Fabian, and Lewis goes unsurprisingly provisional pole for the time being. Of course, only 3 times being set, but still a very good lap from Lewis there. A very good banker lap, so we could see Lewis challenging for pole yet again. As BK goes P3 with a 138.6. As Juan has gone purple in the middle sector. I wonder if that is genuine or if it is a glitch. We'll have to wait and see as he comes up to the line. The Split 2 champion, or FRL2 is now known, will come across the line, and he is going to set a...
Felix purple in sector 1.
Yeah, brilliant lap time from Juan though, going on to provisional pole by
wow.
just under 2 tenths.
Yeah. Felix purple in the first sector. Don't know if that is genuine though.
Felix is a quick driver, and he hasn't had the luck that he wants in these first, 5 rounds, and I'm sure he wants to be challenging for that title. So Felix will definitely want a win today, with especially some of the other quick drivers and competitors not being here. Felix would love a brilliant round. He of course did have a pretty good round in Monaco, I believe. I think he got on the podium there. As he goes purple in the middle sector, well. So yeah, very likely that this is going to be a provisional pole lap time from the German.
I'm already seeing laps quicker than the FRL1.
Yeah, FRL2.
FRL2, yeah.
Felix coming up to the line now. It's not going to be provisional pole, but it is going to be P3 and is very close to Lewis's time. Let's look what's in that. Yeah, under about 300ths in that.
Under 200ths.
Yeah, under 200, sorry.
1900ths.
So you can already see it's getting extremely close in qualifying.
Yeah, so that could spell... Oh, Kyle purple to the first sector.
Yeah, Kyle can be a quick driver on his day. Hasn't been able to show that too much this season. Of course, being pad, he's on pad, right? Seems like it. Being a pad player, he does have a disadvantage at some tracks. Let's see how this lap turns out from Smile It's Kyle. Will he have something to smile about at the end of this? As he comes up to the DRS activation point and gets it very quickly. Stays over to the left hand side, doesn't need to turn for the straight, and comes across the line, and it's on Mercedes 1-2 at the moment. Still it is Azerbaijan.
Where have you seen that before?
I don't know, but yeah, currently more like Azerbaijan than Azerbaijan, but sorry, I had to. But yeah, brilliant from the 2 Mercedes drivers at the moment. I'm sure they'll be very chuffed with that. It's very close from the 2 of them. It's just under 800ths in it between the 2.
It's looking like it could be a very close battle.
We of course do have some very
position, really.
Yeah, we of course do have some very speedy drivers yet set lap times, such as Aaron McFall, who, as I just said, went on board, did almost spin it, but did keep it going. So this could it probably won't be provisional pole, but it still could be a decent lap.
Tyler's left the session. I wonder if he's
I'm
disconnected.
sure probably disconnected.
Oh, kart racer almost into the wall.
As Aaron will come to the end of his first lap that he finishes, or it doesn't seem like he'll pit, as he'll activate DRS, come down the straight. It doesn't seem like it's going to be provisional pole, though. It is!
By 0.4 of a second.
Brilliant lap time.
Jeez.
From the British Grand Prix winner. So, fantastic from Aaron McFall.
Class of the field at the moment.
Yeah.
0.4. Or just under.
Was he going?
Very impressive.
Was getting out the way of FRL Alex Ball, though. I think Alex is on an in lap. So, Gaming Action 244, kart racer, last season's champion, and Tyler also. Oh, speaking of which, Gaming Action 444.
Purple in the middle. Purple in the middle from kart racer.
There's kart racer and Tyler, the only 2 yet to set a lap time. Of course, Tyler's
joined back.
Yeah, so kart racer having crashing issues, and Tyler having connection issues, or invalidation issues, I guess you could say, for kart racer, as he comes across the line and goes only P7.
I think you made it. I think you made a mistake in the first sector.
Yeah.
You almost hit the wall. I think that might have cost him.
Yeah, he's a very quick driver, as he proved last season. So by his high standards, I'm sure he'll be disappointed only being pretty much in the middle of the field.
I don't know if Lewis is on a lap.
It seems like it is. He has activated ERS.
Looking to be going
and purple in the first sector.
Everyone's going purple.
Yeah. Of course on fresh tyres, so I'm sure he'll be looking to beat his friend Aaron and take provisional pole, but it's definitely not going to be an easy task for the Scotsman. And he needs to get this lap perfect. Could we see two Haas pole positions over the over the two FRL races? He avoids the curb. Some people take the curb, some people don't take the curb through that corner.
I think it's meant to be purple again. I think it's meant to be quicker over the curb, but
sometimes it can unsettle the car and it is a bit risky, especially when you're on a good lap like this. He wouldn't want to throw it away through something stupid like that, as he's approaching the DRS activation point, extra about 15 kilometers down the straight, something like that.
I think so, yeah.
As he'll come across the line and take provisional pole by 2 tenths. Fantastic lap from the Scotsman. I'm sure he'll be absolutely thrilled with that lap time. And it's gonna be a tough task for Aaron and, well, anyone to beat it.
Tyler's still in the pits. He's coming out. No, he's not. Forget what I said. Forget. Fabian on a lap.
Currently the slowest driver to set a lap time, so I'm sure he wants to improve on that.
He's got a hot lap
9
on, so I'd
tenths up.
assume he's on a lap.
Yeah, I think I just saw him go 9 tenths up. So that will put him...
that is helpful.
That'll put him about P9, I think. If he was 9 tenths up.
P7.
P7. So I was
increased by 9 tenths, yeah, just under a second.
Yeah. So yeah,
BK on a lap, I think.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's on an out lap.
It seems like he's on a lap. He has ERS activated.
Yeah.
Last season, last week's race winner, I think. Yeah, last week's race winner in Monaco.
No purple sectors as of yet, I don't think.
He wants to improve on that lap time, although it is very competitive at the moment with, you know, the entire, well, apart from maybe P1 and P2, from P3 to P9, only less than a second separate all of them. About 4 tenths separate all of them. As BK goes P4, very close to Juan's time, exactly 300th behind him.
Purple final as well.
Yeah. Although it isn't too difficult to get purple, is one corner through there. Or one corner you have to brake for.
He is the best at driving in a straight line out of the whole field.
It is important to know how to drive in a straight line. You don't want to, you know, spin in a straight line. That will be pretty embarrassing. But the pink Mercedes has split the black Mercedes.
Yes. It has indeed.
Yeah. So it is really about just finding as much time as possible. It doesn't even, it can be, like, if you are Felix in this point, you find 1 tenth and you immediately go P3.
Yeah.
Or a bit more than 1 tenth.
So I think they just got to get the laps right. I think Gaming Action is about to start a lap in the final sector now.
Yes, he is indeed. He's activated ERS.
Only P11 at the moment, so he'll want to improve.
Yeah, somebody else who definitely wants to improve is Kart Racer.
Yes.
He originally wasn't actually having a full-time drive. However, he wasn't reserved. However, he did change his mind and actually got the Williams drive in the end. So, Eric, I'm sure he'll want to make it 2 titles in a row.
Jeremy gets nicely out of the way.
Yeah, good on Jeremy there. So, Gaming Action looking pretty speedy. Through their first, no worries, mate. He needs to find quite a lot of time, as there's a big gap from P11 to P10 between the two.
He's not using the track limits as much as I thought he would.
Yeah.
Can extend a little bit more.
This will probably be his last lap as well, as everyone else also coming out and beginning their laps. And I think Aaron is on a lap ahead of him and it spins. I just caught that as Aaron spun on his pretty much final lap, so that is Aaron out of the fight for pole, because he definitely got wing damage from that. So that is Aaron out of the fight for pole, as he's always just trying to take off his tyre now, it looks like. So that must be so frustrating for the Irishman.
That's the second time at the same complex of corners as well. Struggling through the castle section. Very hard section to get right, to be fair.
As Gaming Action will now come to the end of his lap time. I'm sure he'll want to improve on P11, he'll definitely want to improve on P11. As he comes down the final straight, it isn't going to be challenging for a pole, definitely not, but it could still put him in the midfield. Just needs to gain a bit of time in the midfield, and he improves by 3 attempts, but still too slow to get past anyone, and that will surely be Gaming Action's qualifying over unless he goes for a back-to-back lap, although the tyre wear being quite high around Azerbaijan.
He's
probably
going for it, but he won't have enough ERS.
Yeah. Lewis, a lot of people beginning their outlaps now.
Both of the McLarens struggling.
Yeah.
10 and 11.
I'm sure Aaron might still try and, if he has a spare tires.
Aaron's in the pits.
Yeah, he might go out again. If it's impossible. No. He'd have to cut as maybe at a track like I'm not sure what other track, but maybe Monaco. France. We can get in France, where you can cut a lot of corners. He would probably be able to go out again. However,
he's retired from the session. And Tyler's going to get 1 lap at in this session, a bit like Evan did. Galactic Nerd starting his lap. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not crossing the line.
Kyle, I would say Kyle is coming to the end of his lap, but he has invalidated it. So
Jeremy at the end of the second sector in P6.
Yeah, the Renault driver could gain a 10th
there's
here.
A swerving Ferrari ahead of him.
As he does get out of the way, very good from Ferrari.
1.5 tenths up.
Yeah, 1/10, and this will be. You just need to find the smallest of margins, and it can send you up into that P3 position.
Tiny final corner as well. Proper final corner.
Yeah. So watch Jeremy come across the line and see if he can. Well, he probably will improve on this lap, but can he take P3? Yes, he can. Brilliant from the Renault driver.
Dislodge Aaron.
And he spins and sends it into the wall. Juan beginning his lap, so he'll want to reclaim that P3 position, or maybe even better, and perhaps challenge for P1. It'll be a lot like the old FRL2 days when we had Lewis and Juan fighting for pole position, as Lewis has clearly made a mistake through the castle section on this lap and is pulling over to one side, so that will be the end of Lewis's qualifying, so he won't be able to improve on that whopping lap time with her.
Galactic no.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll watch him finish his lap. So I wonder how Tyler can do. Only getting 1 lap time, of course, is going to be a massive disadvantage, although the Brit is a fantastic driver and I'm sure he can still push himself up and challenge for maybe at least P6, and Galactic Nerd can only go P11, and that is his qualifying over.
There's yellows, there's a Mercedes going slowly.
That will be who was that? As the next person across the line will be, it appears to be Gaming Action,
Felix,
though.
I think.
Is it? Oh yeah, sorry, Felix. So Felix comes across the line and goes only P7. Sure, he won.
Tyler got a bit close.
Yeah. As Kart Racer goes P3. Fantastic lap from him.
Big lap.
Alex goes P7.
Kyle's ruined his qualifying. He's got wing damage. I think he must have hit the wall and spun.
Felix has now been pushed down to P9, and
P5.
Tyler goes P5. Juan goes P2. An absolutely incredible lap from the Spaniard there. BK, the last person to set a lap time, and comes across the line and stays exactly where he is. I think Jeremy is not on a lap time. So your pole man for today, 2 Haas drivers in the FRL1 and FRL2 races. It will be a wet start, so it'll definitely shake up the field. Beginning the race. As your poleman for today, Lewis McWilliam, the Scotsman and Haas driver, having a fantastic qualifying session. And I'll do the grid rundown in a second. So on pole position, a Scotsman Lewis with a 137.328. Her 16 rod, very close behind, just under 2 tenths behind with a 137.5, and Aaron McFall with a 137.5 as well, rounding out the top 3. Kart Race P4, Jeremy P5, Tyler P6, Fabian P7, BK P8, FRL Alex P9, Smilex Carl P10, Felix P11, Galactic Nerd P12, and Gaming Action. We starting from the back of the grid. Very, very close there at the end. What P5 to P10 was covered by just under 2 tenths.
And Aaron getting P3 with just the 1 run.
Yeah, so I'm sure he'd be frustrated that he couldn't get any more runs done in a perhaps properly challenge for pole position, but I'm sure he'll still be happy that he's starting that high up on the grid and hopefully can avoid some of the first lap chaos. Of course,
it is raining. Intermediates, yep. It looks like.
Yeah, it does look like intermediate conditions. Pretty grey, so I guess we'll have to wait and see how long this rain does last. But it'll
Doesn't
be
look too heavy.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how long it lasts and how it works the grid.
Strategies.
Yeah. Of course, it's going to be difficult for some of the drivers. I'm sure everyone is on a dry setup, so they'll all be in the same boat, but they need to make sure they don't make any silly mistakes. It's very easy to, lock up going into the castle section or just completely send it into a barrier at that point. So they need to make sure that they are just going extremely careful through there. But then again, you can't be too careful, otherwise you lose a lot of time to your rivals around you.
Indeed. And the formation lap is about to begin.
Yeah, 13 drivers today, so not too big, but yeah, definitely still enough drivers to have some chaos.
Yeah, especially with wet rain in Azerbaijan.
Yeah, street circuits.
It would be important not to hit anyone here on the formation lap. If you just get disqualified on the formation lap, that will be...
Surface and Carcass, of course, on for FRL1, but not FRL2.
Oh, and BK's, that's especially in intermediate conditions.
He's gonna find that very difficult to find any traction off the line. I've just noticed Kyle, who immediately started off the qualifying session very high up, right next to his teammate. In fact, has dropped all the way down to P10.
Oh! Lewis has spun on the formation lap.
That'll be annoying for him. He's out of the way of everyone, and as long as his tyres aren't too badly worn, shouldn't matter too much. He's been disqualified.
It was quite a slow spin, but he's been disqualified.
So he's gonna find it difficult to hold Juan off.
Yeah.
Of course, Juan. I think he's on pad. Is he on pad for today? It appears like he's on pad. Yeah, he's definitely on pad. So Juan might get a bit better traction as pad traction is real.
Oh, as he hits the wall on there.
Thankfully, damage not on formation laps.
Yes, but they're already struggling and it's the formation lap, so...
Yeah, that's never good.
I wonder what that will...
Yeah, it's
for the race.
It's not good signs for them, but it's very good signs for us if we want entertainment.
Yeah. It's looking to be a very entertaining race.
As Juan's slowing down as he pulled a bit too far away from a kart racer who somehow got ahead of Jeremy and Aaron, but Jeremy hit the wall there. They're finding it so difficult on this formation lap. I'm interested to see how the race start goes.
Because obviously qualifying was... Oh, sorry. You go.
No, you go.
Qualifying was wet, so they don't have any practice other than what they did before. Qualifying was dry, sorry. So they don't have any... Oh! Juan almost spinning it into a wall.
Yeah, as you mentioned there, they're not going to have any... I'm not sure how many people have practiced in the wet conditions for this. But they're going to definitely... If they haven't done any practice in wet conditions, they're going to find it difficult. And even if they have, they're going to find it difficult anyway. As it's a street circuit, and it's wet.
Yeah.
Need I say any more?
And the castle section in the wet is not a fun...
Certainly not a fun place.
Not a fun corner.
And it will... Lewis needs to make sure he gets this start absolutely perfect, as he doesn't want to be caught behind anyone and it's going to be really risky for those in the midfield like Tyler, Felix, Fabian, BK, Alex, Kyle, all those lot. They're going to find it very difficult being caught up in probably a lot of carnage on the opening few laps, as I'm sure we'll definitely see a few trips to the pits as we wait for everyone to get on the grid. And I don't know what, 5 red lights, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, as the lights were held for a very long time, but the lights are on. We are now underway. And Juan getting an incredible start. Lewis struggling and bogging down a lot, all the way into P5 already. Battling with Jeremy in the free wide going into turn 1. Lewis pushed out into the barrier, and he might. There was definitely some bodywork of one of the cars flying.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I think that might have been Tyler with the wing damage there, as Lewis pushed into the wall when it's getting very argy-bargy through there. Juan managing to get the lead, Aaron P2 and Kart Racer P3. And so Tyler all the way up into P4, so an absolutely brilliant start from him. And Lewis struggling with that, with those cold tyres.
Tyler
and he's
does have wing damage though.
Lot.
Lewis has hit the wall. Lewis has hit the wall.
And Lewis is almost round, barely holding it, and he seems like he has wing damage now. Yep, no front end plates.
P1 to P8.
So
Tyler doesn't have a front end plate either. He's missing his right front end plate.
But Lewis has no front end plate, so we're surely going to see him box for damage. And Jeremy out. Lewis in the barrier as well. So did those two have an incident together? And Lewis is also out.
Yes, they've got a 5-second. Lewis got a 5-second penalty.
As a virtual safety car. So it seems like they were battling very hard on the opening lap, and I think they may have just pushed each other into the barrier there.
I think Lewis might have hit him. I mean, Lewis got a penalty for it, but then the penalty system on this game.
Yeah. As we're back racing again. Aaron getting a decent jump on Juan, only 4 attempts behind, and it is really, sort of the corner that isn't a corner. Although it's definitely a corner in the wet, approaching the straight. That is gonna be very difficult for them. It is really whoever can get this more full throttle may have the advantage going down the straight. So. I'm riding on board with Aaron now, as Aaron goes through.
Lifting off to about 50.
Yeah, lifted off a bit, but he's going to get slipstream. ERS usage. Juan also using ERS. Aaron might get this if Juan stops using ERS. He has less ERS than Juan, but Juan takes off ERS. And Aaron gets ahead just before the braking zone, and Juan still will fight this out, as Juan pushed very wide. Aaron pushed wide, sorry. Side by side going into the next turn, still side by side. This is very close. Tyler disconnects from the session as Juan keeps his lead, but Aaron looking very dangerous in these opening stages. Of course, it's going to be very
between the two.
It's going to be very frustrating for Tyler, as he had a pretty good start, but now as he is ghosted, he will be losing a few positions. Unfortunate for him.
I think he's left the session.
Yeah, I think he got disconnected.
So he left the session.
Oh, did he leave?
Yeah. Oh, Aaron getting a bit of a drift on. As the timing screens glitch.
Yeah, seems like they've both been lapped. Doesn't seem correct, but it's very odd with this.
I wonder if it's the same that happened. Maybe he's just game crashed.
Yeah, probably.
He's not retired from the session.
Yeah, still pretty close.
Yeah, he's joined. He's back again.
Yeah, still pretty close between Aaron and Juan. Aaron right on the gearbox of that Mercedes driver. As
Felix P10 now, so I don't think he had the greatest start.
Yeah, no, he did actually gain a position, to be fair.
Did he?
Yeah. He started P11.
Although 2 of the top drivers.
2 of the top 2, yeah, they did crash, and Tyler also disconnected.
Oh, Aaron, almost.
Aaron?
I know a guy called Aaron, so. I'm not just used to
As Gaming Action and Galactic Nerd battling away side by side. This is going to get dangerous. As Gaming Action might pull out, and he does pull out.
He does.
He does have wing damage. But
Galactic
Nerd was so slow. It almost looked like he brake checked him. It was so slow from Galactic Nerd then off that corner exit. It was a bit dodgy.
I think he was just a bit tentative on the throttle.
And
Gaming Action's going to come into the pits now.
Yeah, as BK gets past Galactic Nerd.
And Felix having a go at Galactic Nerd. Can't quite get the move done.
As just a quick everyone apart from Tyler has gained positions on the opening few laps. Juan, Aaron, Kart Racer, and BK all up 1 position. Kyle up 5 positions, so a great start from him. Fabian and Alex both up 3 positions. Galactic Nerd up 4, Felix up 2, and Gaming Action also up 2. Tyler losing 4. So everyone started, apart from Tyler, everyone's had a good start. But that,
I mean,
definitely
the pole sitter did
crash out, but we don't mention that. That's Tyler and Galactic, not Tyler, sorry, Felix and very close. Probably the closest to on track is I think Aaron dropped back a little bit from 1.
Yeah, almost a second behind Kart Racer.
I wonder, will we see Felix make a move at some point? I'm sure Kart Racer will want to be a spin for Tyler, and he puts it in the barrier through the castle section, I think, or just on the exit of the castle section. So unfortunate for him. His race not getting any better.
No, it's not been a good opening. Obviously issues in qualifying that meant he only got 1 run. Disconnect earlier in the race and now spinning.
It's always FRL that when Tyler's Wi-Fi is bad.
Yeah.
As Juan setting the fastest lap. As Felix will now have a go at Galactic Nerd, only a tenth behind. This is a done and dusted move, surely. Galactic Nerd can use all the ERS he wants, but he cannot defend from the German. Poland also had the same issue in World.
He goes around the outside, but Galactic doesn't fight it.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, Felix is definitely a quick driver, and Alex will be looking to line up a move on Kyle as Alex showing some good pace so far.
Does Kyle have wing damage? I don't know.
It's very hard to see with the black Mercedes, but it doesn't seem like he does. Tyler pitting for that wing damage that he got. So
no, he does have wing damage. He's missing his front left end plate.
Ooh, so that is perhaps why the Kyle is so slow.
And that's probably why Alex is caught. And I think we might be seeing Tyler leave the session soon in the pits.
Yeah.
Yes, he's just going for a pit stop.
He did spin, so he would have to pit.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, BK.
Alex does have a full front wing.
Yeah. Kyle causing a huge train now. And it is stopped raining, so the track will be drying up very shortly. So I wonder if we'll see anyone make any mistakes in these sort of slick period.
And I wonder what the strategy will be. I think you can get the hards to the end of the race. I think there'll be about 65%.
It will be a risk. I'm sure we'll see a few people go soft, medium, or soft wouldn't be on.
I think it will have to be medium.
I think soft medium could be happening.
Yeah.
We've got probably at least one more lap of interconditions.
Yeah.
As it's going to take a bit for the track to dry up. Ride on board with Alex and see can he try and get a move done, or as both Aaron and Juan pit as Kart Racer takes the lead.
For the
medium for Juan, and for Aaron it is hards. That's going to be very risky for the
strategies.
Yeah, so one clearly trying a 2-stop and be more aggressive, but one risk for Aaron in case his tyre loses all temperature, or in case he spins in these wet conditions, as his hards will have a lot less grip than the mediums, as even as he comes out the pit lane, he's very tentative on the throttle.
And he's got traffic. Juan got out ahead of, Felix.
Ahead of Felix, and there's going to be... I think they might have just jumped the gun a tad too early, although looking at it now, it is very dry. So
and yeah, Aaron
warming up his tyres a little bit. He has to be careful that he doesn't go too much.
Yeah.
So he could end up spinning.
And it'll be a battle of the strategies here then, I think.
As the other flag is
spin for Tyler. I think.
Tyler's day going from bad to worse to terrible, and that's caused a virtual safety car. That is so crucial for Kart Racer. If he might not get to the pit lane in time, but if he does, then that is perhaps giving Kart Racer the lead. He wasn't too far back. I don't think he'll get to the pit lane in time, but if he does, then that is also it will reduce any.
Oh, and Tyler's out. Tyler's crashing the pits. Tyler crashed in the pits.
So that is the third DNF today, and that means everyone that finishes will get points.
I've never seen that. I think he went too deep into the pits.
Yeah,
and even lost his front.
And it's certainly time for dries now. I'm sure we'll see everyone.
DRS has been enabled, though.
Yeah, so DRS
Kart
enabled, and it's definitely dry enough, and that has helped Kart Racer a lot, because he was going to lose a lot of time to Juan and to Aaron, sorry.
Aaron losing a lot of time on the medium hard compound tyre, to Felix even on the inters. He was actually challenging Juan.
Kart Racer comes in the pit lane, make sure it's not to speed. And what tyre will he be putting on? As he puts on the soft tyre, so he's clearly going for a two-stop as well.
Yep.
Let's watch.
He's looking to get the early advantage in pace.
Will Juan come out ahead? It seems like he will. No, he won't. Kart Racer comes out ahead. He's going to be on the faster tyre now, and will be ahead. So that.
However, does he have the confidence on the tyres?
Yeah, it might take him a few laps, but of course he's going to have more grip than the others behind, and of course we'll have the benefit of you know.
The tyres.
Yeah, my brain stopped working then for a solid second. He's already pulling about 4/10 gap out, so so that set of virtual safety cars helped him a lot, really. As
Kyle,
without it,
I'm
sure.
If he got the wing damage removed.
Yeah, as I've been told by Mr. F1 Hub, or Racing Hub as he now is, that Lewis took out Jeremy on purpose. So
okay, that could be a race or potentially. I mean,
think it will be some penalty points. It won't be a season ban. Similar thing happened in Belgium with Lewis and Juan.
Ah, so that's the second time he's taken someone out.
Yeah, but Kart Race has so much more. Yeah, it could be harsher punishment, but of course is what Harry thinks. So
that is poor though from Lewis to take people out.
Yeah, might have been an accident, or it might have just looked on purpose. But I guess we'll have to wait and see after the race. And of course, I didn't see what happened. So
no, I think everyone missed it. So
yeah, gaming action on Inters still. So
Kart Racer,
interesting tactic. Kart Racer's gained about 3 seconds on one.
And God, I don't want to curse him, but he's looking good.
As gaming action hits the wall, Aaron goes faster on the hard tyres. Although that was Kart Racer also did pit that lap, so explains
a lot. Kart Racer did get fastest third sector as well. So
I think he got fastest all sector, or apart from first, but fastest second and third.
Okay.
So he obviously has a huge pace advantage now, but when it comes to Juan going on those softs, who's going to be the quicker driver? And one worrying thing for Juan, that's a very hard thing to say, one worrying thing for Juan is that he isn't pulling away from Aaron. If anything, Aaron is gaining on him. And Aaron, of course...
Aaron doesn't have to pit.
Yeah. A safety car would help Aaron out a lot. And
gaming action finally comes into the pits
and puts on the soft tyre.
Compound of tyre.
Aaron just clipped the barrier there. It didn't seem like anything came off the car.
His right end plate's fine. No, his end plates were on.
So yeah, maybe just a little bit of sort of lime greenish wing damage.
Yeah.
Which
a few marks on the front wing.
Could just be
nothing too serious.
Although it's nothing too serious, it might play on him a little bit. As
might make him just a little. Oh God. Might make him a little less confident.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him that much, as he's still keeping good pace with Juan, and Kart Racer absolutely bossing it out in front. He's gained another 3 seconds on Juan that lap, and sets a 1:43, which is 7 seconds quicker than Aaron's fastest lap. Although, of course, with the track drying up, so it wasn't going to be an incredible lap from Aaron, as he did it a bit partially on a wetish track. On a moist track.
Moist.
Yes, lovely word.
Anything going on battles-wise? No one is within 2 seconds.
Yeah,
the car ahead.
We really need a safety car to make this race a bit more exciting.
We can always watch Kart Racer go round and round. Although Aaron doesn't have to pit again, whereas both Kart Racer and Juan do. So
I think it's going to be close with Juan, but Kart Racer's he's already nearly pulled up pulled out a gap, or like half a pit stop gap, within a few laps. And of course, the tyres will die soon, but when he goes onto those mediums, of course, they're going to be a lot quicker than Aaron. With Aaron's tyres going to be going dead towards the end of the race.
Gap is 10 seconds.
So it's going to be close, but
it's gaining. He's just gained 3/10 in one corner.
Yeah.
It seems they've lost that since.
Yeah, 10.2 second gap.
Quick lap here.
I think every lap is a quick lap for kart racer.
The first 2 sectors.
So it's going to be important for kart racer and Juan and just everyone who went for the soft tyre to have maximum pace at this stage of the race. As if they don't, then it could cost them.
A safety car would really help.
Would really benefit all the hard tyre runners.
Yeah.
Speaking of hard tyre runners, we have Alex, BK, Kyle, Galactic Nerd, and of course Aaron, all on the hard tyre. Juan on the mediums, and we'll switch over to the softs, we assume. And everyone else on the softs. So they'll switch over to the mediums.
Different strategies throughout the field. And I guess we're going to see which ones are
the correct ones.
Yes. And yeah, still no one on the track. Aaron does seem to be gaining. I think he's gained 6/10 in the last 2 laps.
Yeah, Juan is really struggling on those mediums.
Juan does have 70% ERS though, and Aaron has 25%. So
I wonder, Juan, no wing damage. So
I think Juan's just saving ERS. Because Aaron's got about 50% less than him.
Yeah, true, but Juan can't save for that long.
No.
As
gaming action.
He needs to pull out at least a gap to. We needs to have a good gap to Alex. To at least come out still in P2 or P3.
Yeah.
But he's definitely not got a big enough gap to Aaron at the moment. Aaron with lightning pace on those hards. As kart racer seems to seems to have just slowed down a little bit now.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be important for him to not lose too much pace.
I think the delta's about 1.1 seconds. At least in qualifying, I don't know if it differs to the race.
Yeah,
I think about 1.1 between the softs and the hards.
Yeah, so Aaron doing pretty well to keep, or somewhat pace with him, I guess. He's only 11 seconds back, so he's lost about a second in the last couple of laps. So good from Aaron to.
But he's gaining a lot on Juan.
Yeah, Juan is gonna be looking over over his shoulder at the Red Bull behind him. Very similar to the 2020 Bahrain Grand Prix.
Yes. I wonder if we'll have a similar finish.
Yeah.
Though in Bahrain there was not a Williams leading.
And in Bahrain there was
any
also
stage.
It was also not a day race in Bahrain, and it wasn't held at Baku.
So there are a few differences, but
just a few minor differences, you know.
Yeah.
Aaron clips the barrier again.
Touch a little bit. Who? Aaron?
He clipped it, but he doesn't seem to have any wing damage. No, he doesn't.
No, he hasn't got any. But
no penalties, which is good to see, although it is pretty difficult to get penalties around here. As Aaron losing...
Jeremy's
disconnected, probably. Oh, wait, no, he's left.
No,
he's already
retired.
Yeah. Aaron using so much ERS, that might be why he's losing pace. He's only on 25% ERS, or 22. And Juan is on about 70.
60.
Yeah, 67
now.
Just burning a little bit. He has to make one more stop, and he really needs to. He can waste a lot more ERS than Aaron, because Aaron isn't going to gain any ERS in a pit stop, whereas Juan is. Unless
Juan
maybe
down to 50.
Yeah, unless Juan is
more now.
Extremely good at managing tyres and can last mediums from about lap 4 to the end of the race. And in that
has
scenario,
a lot of ERS as well.
Yeah, and in that scenario, he'd need a safety car. Because it's not impossible. Yeah. BK closing the gap to Alex.
Think he will. But Alex has about 70% more ERS.
Yeah.
So.
Hopefully Alex won't use it and we could finally see a fight on track.
Yes. BK, I think he just missed out on DRS. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go another lap without any DRS.
Gap between Juan and Aaron staying about 1.7
Yeah.
seconds.
I think one might be able to hold P3, but unless he's somehow miraculously pulls off an incredible one-stop onto those mediums, then I don't see him keeping P2.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible.
It'd need a safety car, at least one safety car for that to happen. I think you need
two. I think you need two.
Yeah.
Though his tyres aren't dropping off too much yet. He's only 3/10 down on his personal best.
Yeah.
Through the middle sector.
So
clearly not struggling yet. But I mean, the tyres are only 5 laps old, so
you'd hope he wouldn't be struggling. Otherwise, he'd have to put some serious anti-tyre management skills.
Yeah. Jeremy's joined back into the session.
Perhaps he's engineering for someone.
Perhaps. Is his teammate in the race? No. Only one runner today.
Fellow German Felix or Fabian.
Potentially.
Pretty good race, pretty good recovery from Felix, I must say.
Yes.
Yeah,
it is.
We were saying he was like in P11 after lap 1 or P10 or whatever.
Yeah.
And now he's in P5, so that
he has a tendency to do that, I think, Felix.
Yeah, that
raced him a few times.
The dry period really helping out Felix, although he's on the 2-stop, so he needs to make sure he can pull a gap to Alex and BK and Kyle and all those behind him. As a Kart Racer's tyres must be going off a bit now as he stopped gaining that much time on Juan.
Yeah,
and
he's actually losing time, seconds.
I think he might still be gaining a tiny bit, but
yeah, I think he just had a bad corner or something.
Possibly, yeah. I'm sure when one is going to come into pit, I'm sure we'll see an almighty push from him, and he'll burn a lot of ERS then. But
I think the softs will probably be able to go for 8 laps if they're not used.
First time Aaron is going to be in DRS of 1.
Finally.
I think Juan only had 2 runs in qualifying. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. But he might have a fresh set.
Yeah, Aaron does have DRS.
He won't be close enough to make the move, although he might get it down the next straight.
But he doesn't have any ERS, whereas Juan has 50%.
Yeah.
And the soft strategy opening up.
For him, I don't think he will be pitting. Doesn't really seem to make sense for him to pit. As Fabian and Felix both pit on this lap. And,
it's an early stop, I think.
I suppose that maybe Fabian going onto the mediums, and I assume Felix will also be. Yeah, Felix also goes onto the mediums, and now they need to make sure that the tyres don't die before they catch the 2 hard runners ahead of them.
Oh, BK right on the back of Alex coming into DRS.
Yeah, let's see.
I'll keep an eye on that.
Neither of them activating ERS, although I'm sure Alex will activate ERS. No, he won't need to. So you keep an eye on the Alex and BK battle, and I'll keep an eye on the Aaron and Juan battle.
Felix also catching Kyle. I'll just flick between the two.
Yeah, I think Kyle. I think that is because Felix just came out the pit lane. And I think he just got cut off ahead of cut off behind Kyle. So it's a bit frustrating to him. As BK and Alex need to sort this out, and they need to make sure they don't fight too much, because the more they fight, the more Fabian and Felix will have a chance to catch them.
Yeah.
So Aaron made a tiny bit of a mistake and did lose a bit of time to Juan there, although not too much, and he is still pretty close behind.
Kart Racer is...
he's losing time now.
Coming into the pits. He's coming into the pits.
Is he? Yeah.
I'll tell you what he's going on to.
I'd assume mediums. But he will come out behind Alex, so he'll have clear air to catch Aaron and Juan. And speaking of Aaron and Juan, Aaron gets past Juan using DRS. A very easy move for Aaron. But Juan will have a bite of the cherry to try and get past him down this straight, although will he go for it? I assume he will, as he activates
going
ERS.
for a move on Kyle as well. Felix passed.
Yeah, Felix passed Kyle, and Juan back past Aaron. So all of Aaron's hard work to get past Juan has just been undone as Juan gets back past him. And Juan now in the lead of this race as Kyle and Felix still battling into turn 1. Felix looking to keep the move and make it stick, but Kyle will have DRS. Felix won't, although
And
Felix
they
might
both
be a
have
bit
ERS.
too far clear. They both have a decent amount. As Aaron gets a penalty!
That's
As
big.
Game Action
Gaming
retires,
action.
Aaron gets a penalty and we...
Safety car.
Virtual safety car.
Game action, I think, on the start-finish straight has had a bit of a
An
mare.
incident.
I think
I'll
coming
ride on
out of the
board with-
S's.
I'll ride on board with Juan and see if we can see what happened when Juan gets there.
I think him just probably coming out of the S's, getting on the curb.
Yeah, perhaps getting on the curb or maybe activated overtake too early. And perhaps the race slid.
I've done that multiple times.
Same here.
Not fun.
His tyres were getting a bit old, so sometimes just touching the curb can really easily send
Yeah.
into the barrier. And Juan wasn't close enough to see what had happened.
As
we're
Kart Racer,
back way under
7
racing.
seconds.
Yeah, Kart Racer, 6 seconds back from Juan. As Aaron not close enough to make a move down the main straight, but can he get moved on down the next straight? He will have DRS, but of course he has to worry about that 3-second time penalty now. So P1 might be out of reach if Kart Racer catches them, which I'm sure he will.
And I think that is a legitimate 3 seconds, not being forced off the track.
Yeah, he wasn't
I
really
haven't
battling
seen
with
him.
one before he got it. BK and Alex still very close together.
Yes. Keep an eye on that for you.
Yep.
Both on 8-lap old hards as well, so same
Yep, on the
tyres.
lap. Yep, same tyres, same wear.
Both enough ERS.
Aaron very
Felix.
close now to the back of Juan. It's gonna be pretty close. I'm sure Aaron will get the move done down. Juan, of course, will have the DRS down the next straight. So it is really, will he want to maybe just stay behind Juan and get DRS for the next straight? Although sometimes he might not have enough go to get past Juan. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes.
I feel
For Aaron.
like this is going to be a race between Car Racer and Aaron.
Yeah, I think Juan just, unless he can be electric on those softs, I think Juan's chance of
It's
winning
possible,
this race
but
have gone. He'll still get the podium as he has a huge gap to Alex.
and he could get. I mean, obviously Aaron has the 3 seconds, so if Aaron and Car Racer hold each other up
I'm
battling,
going to just cut you off there as Aaron goes to the move with DRS and easily past Juan. Juan looked to be having a little slidey on the exit, but he'll have a bite of the cherry to try and get back at Aaron, although he might be a bit too far back. He'll activate ERS, and I'm sure he'll still go for it, as he's very close to the back of Aaron. And Aaron, massive slide there, massive tank slapper, almost loses the car, manages to catch it, but this has opened the door for Juan. Juan choosing to go down the inside, and gets the move done, and just at the same time, BK gets past Alex, just behind Juan keeping the move done on Aaron, and BK getting the move done on Alex. So, Alex has wing damage, correct? No, he doesn't. I was thinking of earlier. I was thinking of Kyle when Kyle had wing damage earlier.
I think Kyle's boxed for a new front wing as well. Yeah, he's got a full front wing.
Yeah.
Felix. Oh no, yeah, Felix has a front wing.
Yeah, Felix
So for a
gaining
second,
on
like
Fabian gaining on Fabian a bit, so he'll be looking to get past Fabian and put himself up a few positions and try and get that P4 position, as it's certainly not out of reach for him yet. So I'm sure the German will want to beat the German ahead of him, and the German ahead of him, and the German ahead of him.
Lots of
I think-
Germans.
Yeah, I think the German ahead of him might be a bit too far though.
And I think everyone does have a front wing, from what I've seen.
Yeah, there's
No end plates missing.
always good to hear, so we can get some proper racing.
Yep.
Aaron's lost a bit of time to Juan. A second back now. Won't even have DRS, and he has no ERS too. Will Juan come into pit this lap? I wouldn't think so. I think he's going to probably go on to at least lap 19. Possibly
Car Racer
shorter.
almost within 3 seconds.
Yeah, so all this fighting between Aaron and Juan has not paid them any favours, and
Felix on the back of Fabian.
Yeah.
Going into the DRS zone.
There's Felix on the back of Fabian, yeah. Will be too far back. Depending on his exit here, he might get the move done next straight. Pretty close behind, just under 5 temps. Very close behind. He activates DRS, so clearly he thinks he can get it. Deactivates it, so maybe he doesn't think he can get it.
Will he have a look?
No, I won't even have a look.
No.
I'm sure he will wait and get Fabian next lap, or start next lap, end of this lap. So it's very easy. Essentially, if you're within about 5 temps, it's very easy to get past cars going down that main straight. Or depending on their exit, sometimes you don't even have to be within 5 temps.
I wouldn't.
Surely not.
That would be stupid. That would be very stupid.
If Felix made a clean move through the castle section, it'd definitely be overtake of the season. Or overtake of this game. Overtake of ever.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone's ever made a clean move through the castle section.
Is it even possible?
I don't think so. I don't think it is possible.
But he will definitely have a chance to get past down the main straight.
Aaron back within.
Yeah.
Second.
You're back within DRS.
Happening.
Kart Racer catching them. Admittedly, not as much pace as he did on the softs, which is to be expected, but he's still catching them, and he doesn't need to push that hard as they are battling each other and losing time from each other. As now, Felix will get the move done on Fabian, surely. He'd need to make a huge error. Does it down the inside, although it's not really even near a corner, so it's just on the left-hand side of the track, I guess. Fabian will have the ERS to fight back with. But will he? I don't think he will be able to. He might be a bit too far back.
They've both got very similar ERS, I don't think.
Yeah, he won't get that move done. Although he might. He seems to be going.
Not using overtake. Fabian did use overtake.
Fabian too far back.
Had a look, but Aaron getting ever closer.
Yeah, through the castle section, only 4 temps back now. I'm sure he'll go for a move down the main straight as long as he doesn't make any mistakes and lose any time. But will Juan just do the same thing he's done for the last couple laps and get back past him down the next straight after that? Clips the barrier.
Clips the wall and
almost misses the car. As you can now see looming ever closer, that Williams of Kart Racer.
And this race is looking rather favourable for him. I think Juan's going to come into the pits probably
soon,
within the next 2 laps.
Depends if he has a new set of tyres. Aaron very close to the back of Juan, gets past down the straight. Juan won't even fight
0% ERS.
Yeah, but Juan will have ERS down the next straight and DRS, and I'm sure he'll have a bit of fuel to play with as well. So surely he's going to get back past Aaron for the 3rd time.
Yeah, he did it last time.
Did it for the last 3 times. Aaron's red light flashing on the back of his car. And that red light does mean that he doesn't really have any ERS.
Around the outside.
And almost squeezed him into the ball. But, you know, it does get it done cleanly. And now Kart Racer within DRS are both of them pretty much. Well, he will be within DRS.
Fabian?
Yeah, that was a few laps ago. Clips the barrier. But shouldn't have any wing damage. Just little clips like that doesn't really do much damage to the car.
Who hit it? Sorry?
Felix.
Oh, Felix.
Although Aaron has done it a few times this race. Aaron getting onto the back of Alex section. And BK. As Kart Racer very close to the back of Aaron and Juan now, so this race is Kart Racers to win.
All the jokes today.
What started out...
We've had the Juan jokes.
Yeah, what started out as by Juan, it really became a Kart Race win. That wasn't... You know what I mean.
Wasn't as good as the last ones.
No, certainly not. Felix getting within DRS of Alex now. He won't be able to make a move, and will probably be too far back. But Aaron, one man who will be close enough to make a move. It's Aaron as he's onto the back of Juan easily. Didn't even need DRS to get past. As he's passed again. No ERS
Yeah.
again.
Literally 0%. And yeah, so will it be the same as last lap?
Probably.
Weaving all over there.
As goes
Around the
to
outside
the
again.
right hand side and gets the move done.
Allowing Kart Racer.
In the words of Mr. The Real Junior Guy, of course FRL2 driver, her 16 rod is a horse. So
He's a horse.
yep. As very insightful from Gift. As thank you for that. That has really helped.
It's really added something.
As,
I mean, I think it's the Juan joke.
the Juan joke returning after
Yes.
times of being dead, and
Yes.
more messages from Junior. Muscular horse because he is winning.
Right.
Very insightful. I've probably missed a lot of on-track action. Aaron only a tenth behind, and Kart Racer even very close to Aaron too. Felix close to Alex, and it's gonna get very hectic in these last couple of laps. I'm sure. Juan still yet to pit, and
Could this
he
be a
needs...
double overtake?
It could be. They're so
Racer.
close, all within 2/10 of each other. Juan
Not
pitting, and Kart Racer's
Once
boxed
again.
in, can't move to the right as he take out Aaron. It's very close
defending.
going into turn 1 as Aaron pushed wide, still on track, and 3 wide going into... Oh, not
No.
almost 3 wide going into the next turn, and
Ooh.
Aaron seems to be taking the lead, although he's the only one without DRS down this straight. Juan will be looking to get past Aaron. Kart Racer will be looking to get past Aaron as they'll go almost 3 wide as Kart Racer has to slam on the brakes to avoid getting into the back of Aaron, and as Felix gets past Alex. That was a bit of a mouthful.
Yes.
As after all
done.
that, none of the positions changed.
None of the business.
And I'm just starting to think,
Other than Felix and Alex.
yeah, other than Felix and Alex, I'm just starting to think, Juan is going an awfully long time on those mediums.
Oh, I don't think he's
and-
pitting again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I was him, you'd want to pit a bit earlier so you can get a lot more speed and a lot more time on the softs to catch them. But it seems like Juan is going for a miraculous one stop onto the mediums, and if
I mean, he's still got the pace.
he has the pace, and if he achieves a win, it will be extraordinary.
Yes, but he does have another 5 laps plus a few corners to
And,
make those
many
as a
DRS
Aaron
straights. Aaron's
spins.
round.
Aaron spins.
Aaron's round
He
and
locked up into the back of Juan. It looked like
yeah.
that's
So-
a disaster for him.
So disaster. Yeah, absolute travesty for the Irishman. Was definitely for a
Ooh.
shout of a race win today.
And
Other than the fact that he did have a...
where's BK in relation to Aaron? No, he's too far behind.
Yeah, although if Aaron does have
So
to
it will
pit,
be-
then might get close.
Safe in P3.
I've now,
Oh, yeah.
I got sent the clip of Lewis' incident, so I'll send it to you now, and it's pretty obvious what the outcome of that will be.
As Aaron doesn't have wing damage, by the way.
So that's lucky for Aaron, so he'll be able to hold on to P3 then. Because if he pit, I think BK would have got him.
Okay. Looks like a brake failure. I think it was a brake failure.
Yeah. No race ban. As Alex pits, surely going for fastest lap.
Yeah. Interesting strategy there.
Yeah, he did. I think
Unless
he
he
did
had
lose
to
one
pit.
position. I don't think
How
he
many
did.
other stops? He's done a 2. No, I think he did.
No, I think he was on the hards.
Oh, okay. Forget what I said then.
Yeah. Thank you for that comment, Junior. Appreciate it.
Junior saying?
Grommet commentary is very, very sensual.
Interesting. As
As
Kart
Kart
goes for
Racer-
move.
Down the inside, will Juan be able to get the switch back? No, but he will have DRS, so should Kart Racer have just waited?
I think so.
Although, saying that,
I think
Kart
he's
Racer will have
getting a bit
DRS for the
impatient.
next straight. Yeah, Kart Racer has a hell of a lot more ERS as well, so he might be able to get him back on the next straight. As one charging down the main straight like a I can't think of a car. I can't think of a horse. One on purpose staying behind, deactivating his DRS, and will be looking to get Kart Racer back down this straight. So very interesting from Juan. I think he might have. I think that might have been a bad decision from Juan. As look how much ERS he should have. Kart Racer has so much ERS, and I'm sure Juan will come to regret that.
And he's also on 10 lap fresher tyres.
And
9.
The words I was looking for. Juan galloping down the straight like a stallion.
Galloping. Ah.
A muscular stallion, in the words of Junior.
A muscular stallion.
BK, Felix got past BK. We missed that.
Oh yeah.
Felix will be too far back
in all this action.
Yeah. As a
BK and BK has damage. BK's hit the wall and has damage.
Us
lost his left end plate.
Opening that up for Fabian as he's 3 seconds back, but Fabian could recover.
But he's got a
still get P5.
3 second time penalty.
Oh yeah, true, but it's not impossible. That end plate damage could make it very difficult, and he needs to make BK needs to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes through this castle section, as with that lack of turn, and he might just clip the barrier. Doesn't on this lap, but he will have to make sure he stays on his toes throughout the rest of the few laps. As Kart Racer absolutely pulling away from Juan, and
yeah,
went from a stallion now to a I can't think of a slow horse.
I don't know any types of horses, so I can't help you out there.
Went from a stallion to a
Ferrari logo. I don't know. They got a horse on it. And that doesn't travel very quickly.
Went from a stallion to a one-legged stallion.
I mean, I can't imagine a one-legged stallion being all too quick.
Went from a stallion to a malnourished mule. Thank you, Junior.
Junior knows all about horses, clearly.
Really, he's really coming in clutch today.
Yes. I think spectator of the day goes to Junior.
Yes. And Alex
does get the fastest.
Yeah. He might even be able to catch up to Kyle. Well, he will be able to catch up to Kyle. He just needs to make the move.
He'll be able to overtake 17 lap old hards. No.
Surely. I mean, as long as he gets past. I mean, even without. As a Galactic Nerd also pitting, surely going for fast lap. Being 21 seconds back from P9, car ahead, he's not losing much.
No. No. Well, not losing anything, actually.
Unless, of course, the entire grid stays there for 21 seconds. Then he's losing a lot.
Yes. But has he spun? Or
huh?
Has he? I don't think he's spun, has he?
Who? What, Galactic Nerd? No, I think he was just going fastest lap.
No, but he was already 21 seconds behind.
I think he had an incident at the start of the race.
Ah.
And with no safety cars, of course, he hasn't been able to catch up. Very surprising there's been no safety cars, especially with 4 DNFs.
Yeah. Well, 2 of them. I think Tyler's was in the pits. Oh no, it wasn't. Well, kind of was. He crashed into the pits.
Yeah.
I think he just missed his braking point.
Possibly, as Alex very close to the back of Kyle now, and will surely get moved on Kyle now. Kyle coming into
very
the pit
quickly,
lane.
actually.
Yeah, Kyle coming into the pit lane, and will go for the fast lap. So it's really going to be a fast lap competition.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He'll have one chance, but he'll have a chance.
Yeah.
He also has putting on a new front wing, so perhaps he broke his front wing, or perhaps he just damaged it a bit and
wants a new one. I mean, he's got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Is Kyle using number 77?
Kyle is. I don't know. Yes, he is. Yeah.
Is that
Ow.
game glitch or?
Yeah, it
Or
would be a
is-
game glitch.
Or is
Wonder what-
Bottas driving? I mean, being in P8, it could well be Bottas driving.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Juan's 14. Last time I checked, Lewis Hamilton was not 14.
Yeah.
So, yeah, must be a game glitch.
Yeah. Fabian
once
catching up
again-
to the back of BK now. As a yellow flag
Is-
detects Fu, and that is Kyle going round.
Once again,
And losing his
Williams
front
in
wing.
P9 behind Mercedes in P8. It was P8 and 9. Was it P9 10?
I think it was P9 and P10.
Oh, shit.
And well, the Mercedes driver crashed. So
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, car racers absolutely run away with this.
Yeah.
Where is he on the track?
He is
through the
just
castle
ended the first
section.
sector. Yeah, approaching the castle section.
Very, very good drive.
If you didn't like the mule comparison with Juan, we could also use Juan has become a drunken stallion with barely functional knees.
Was that courtesy of Junior again?
Yep. Juan's slowing down a lot, so those tyres must have really gone off now.
I mean, 20 laps on him.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
That would
matter.
be
He just needs to make sure he doesn't make a
territory.
mistake. Make a mistake as
Aaron's gained a lot on him.
yeah, even if Aaron gets past, he still needs to pull 3 seconds, and I don't think he's going to be able to do that with 1 sector to go. He'll need to gain 6 seconds.
Car racer about to cross the line now.
Yeah, as a kart racer, qualified P3, but I believe he qualified P3, but absolutely bossed it in the race and comes home to take, I think it might be his second win of the season. I think he won in Mexico. So, and spins across the line. Very, points for style there. And, the drunken stallion with, barely functioning knees comes across the line for P2, and to round off the podium, didn't lose any positions after that spin. Aaron coming home in P3.
And spins across the line.
And spins across the line. Felix will be the man to come home in P4. And,
Great drive.
barely avoid his, German friend going across the line, and BK in P5. Brilliant drive from Felix there to recover from a
That is
terrible
a
qualifying.
very... And I think it was P10 after lap 1.
Yeah, about that.
Oh.
Fabian P6, and Alex spins across the line and comes across P7.
Without a
Kyle-
safety car as well, so that's all on
All on merit. So,
merit.
good job, Felix. Well done.
Well done. Well done to Felix.
So, I think either him or Juan definitely get my driver of the day. Who's your driver
Yeah.
of the day? As Galactic Nerd crashes. Who's your driver of the day?
Oh, I think Felix drove an incredible race. Obviously,
Yeah.
kart racer, got the strategy
course.
correct,
Bang on
and
the
does win by
strategy.
12 seconds, which
Yeah.
I think should get a
Definitely a
nod,
shout as
but,
well. Mention as well as
um,
Kyle repeating what I did in the race and coming into the pit lane.
and he's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane as well.
So Galactic Nerd doing some
And
very
Kyle's
nice
got
donuts.
10 seconds of penalties now. He's sped in
Uh,
the pit lane, and he's got a
Galactic
5-second
Nerd
penalty for an unserved penalty. So
Galactic Nerd was doing some very lovely donuts
Uns-
for us, and is doing some very lovely donuts for us. Thank you, Galactic Nerd.
let's see
Thank you for wasting our time. I mean,
Um,
yeah, but I think my driver of the day probably has to go to Juan. He did brilliant defending against Aaron, and did do brilliant defending against Kart Racer. I think the only issues he's had was a bit of pace with the two-stop, well, with the medians. Although I think we were thinking where he was thinking he's going for a two-stop. We can understand now why he was very, very slow compared to Aaron, or not very, very slow, but about Aaron's pace, even though he had the tyre advantage. But of course,
more
Kart Racer.
donuts.
Yeah, Kart Racer drove a flawless race.
Yeah.
And I think Juan's only main issue, I guess, would be the where he didn't activate DRS and lost the position to Kart Racer down that straight, as he could have kept fighting for P1. Although, judging from how his tyres were at the end, it was probably all over for him.
Yeah. Well, it was a very good race. Very, very good race.
Yeah, do you want to do interviews, or do you have any questions to ask?
I'm happy to do interviews if you want to do interviews.
Okay, you add them to the party then. Kart Racer, Juan, and Aaron.
Okay.
Aaron, I'm not Aaron, sorry. Kart racer celebrating on the podium.
I'm just gonna have to look up their PSNs. Don't remember them off by. Don't have any of them added. So, one sec.
So, yes, your race winner for Azerbaijan, kart racer. Started P4, but absolutely just had an incredible race, finishing 12 seconds ahead of Juan. Juan P2 and Aaron rounding up the podium. Felix with an incredible recovery drive from P11 all the way to P4, and yeah, great drive from him, making that two-stop work very well. BK P5, Fabian P6, FRL Alex P7, Kyle P8. Also, Alex did get the fast lap in the end. So Galactic Nerd P9, and your non-finishers, Gaming Action in P10, Tyler P11, Jeremy and Lewis didn't even complete a lap. So I don't think they completed a lap anyway. Yeah, they all of them didn't finish. So only 9 finishers, but still as to be expected with a street circuit like Baku. Very close, intense racing, but good job to kart racer today with a incredible win.
Yes, very well done to kart racer. Just add Aaron to the party. Don't know if they'll join. Probably think I'm a random person inviting them.
Let's hope they join.
Is that F33? Oh yeah.
Yeah. AMCF 33 underscore.
Yeah. I've added them to a party. Now whether they join.
Just thinking of some questions.
Yeah. Hopefully they join.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Hello, Juan. Just make sure your party settings are set so the stream can hear you.
I really hope that they could have heard me.
Let's hope so.
I'm just gonna double check that.
Well done on the podium, by the way, Juan. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, it was on. Thank God. That would have been very embarrassing.
Yeah. Give it 2 more minutes, and if they don't join, then we'll just ask Juan some questions. Set a 2-minute timer. Hello. Just gonna give it a minute for see if kart racer is gonna join, but if not, then we'll just get going.
Sorry.
Aaron, just make sure your audio is on share so everyone can hear you. Yeah.
Well, I almost forgot. Sorry, guys.
Just make sure your audio is on so everyone can hear you, and then we'll get going with some questions.
Yeah. I think it's on.
Okay. So my first question to Juan, you took a bit of a risk with the strategy on the mediums. Did you think it was a risk at the time, or was you confident that you was going to be able to last the mediums to the end?
Yeah, at first I thought I was going to do a medium sub, but at the very end, when I saw car racing behind me and then I saw Aaron who was going to the end, I thought, why not? Let's just take the risk, and it worked.
Yeah.
So, very happy with it.
Yeah, Eric, did you think the two-stop was a risk? Of course, you had Juan and Aaron, two very quick drivers. Did you think it was a risk going on the two-stop if you didn't make it work in the end, or was you pretty confident that it was going to work the entire time? Sorry.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Did you think it was a bit of a risk to do a two-stop, or was you pretty confident that you was going to be able to make it work and stay in first and stay ahead of Juan and Aaron?
Not at all. I think the two-stop was a better choice, especially with the tire with the two guys in front of me, because the softs are so much faster in these damp conditions.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, well, if I go into the hards or mediums, I would not make it. So yeah, I think the two-stop was the better choice for me.
Aaron, what happened with your spin where it just sort of caught the tail end of it? Was there any contact with Juan, or was it just your own error? Or was it the tyre well?
No, we touched. I don't think we could have touched less. But the game physics are not good, so I just spun.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, you saw it. It's fucking bullshit.
Juan, the overtake the car racer did on you, you deactivated DRS. Was it that you just didn't want to fight it, or was you just thinking that you would get a chance to go get past him down the next DRS straight?
I don't have any tires.
I
I mean, how am I supposed to battle in with fucking 70% tire wear?
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, I thought you did the cheeky move there, but yeah.
Yeah, I was
right.
trying just to get the DRS and try to stick behind you, but you went like wee.
Yeah,
George, you got any
much fragile
questions?
tires.
No. I
Okay.
don't have any questions.
No further questions.
Well raced
Congratulations
today.
on the good racing, everyone. Congratulations on the win, Carissa. Great pace throughout the race, and congratulations
guys.
to the podium, everyone.